Yeah.
You see me, I'm sitting low on 4G When you see me, I'm getting dope on 4G on 4G on 4G
4G Audio Podcast. Yeah, man. It's a gang thing. I mean, I knew you guys were coming, but I didn't think you would just walk right in.
Yeah, be here so soon.
I'm Styles the Prophet.
I'm B Show.
And I'm Jonesy.
Together, we're the Basement Weirdos. This is the 4G Audio Podcast. We're just out here on a Friday doing gangster shit. You already know.
You should know it.
There's definitely like a few things I wanted to say, and I completely blank in the last like 10 seconds. One is that I missed last week. It was Dip Black's birthday on Saturday, the day after our podcast.
Yeah.
So happy birthday, Dip Black. But the thing that I forgot to say was that was December 10th, and that was also 19 years since I got my G2 the first time.
No way.
The first time?
Yeah. I had to get it twice. I had to get my G2 twice.
Yeah.
No, wait.
Your
twice.
Full like G.
G2.
Did you write your G1 again?
I had to get my G1 twice too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to get my G1 twice as well.
My G2 expired.
Yeah.
So I couldn't get my G, and then I had to go over it again.
Yeah.
And then I booked the next time I got my G2. I went almost 5 years.
Oh yeah.
And I booked my date to do my G test.
Yeah.
On May 1st, and I was like, first they said it was sometime in the summer, and I was like, no, I can't, because like my license expires on May 2nd, and they're like,
Yeah,
oh,
right.
you need it sooner. Yeah, they're like, oh, okay, there's one here, and it was like, one town over or something or whatever it was.
Yeah,
But they're
right.
like, oh, so you can do it here on May 1st. I was like, okay, good, because it expires on May 2nd.
It's a day,
And she was like,
yeah.
yeah, but
literally
like,
a day before it expires.
yeah, and she's like, but you have to get it though, right?
Like,
Like,
yeah,
you
you better
can't,
hope you pass.
especially like if you try and book a date that day, it's gonna be months later,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh shit, man, oh fuck. But so yeah, no,
got the thing.
19 years ago.
19 years.
There was also something else that happened this week or something that I was like, oh yeah, I better say that.
This week?
It was a birthday or something. I know December 12th is my homie's son's birthday,
Yeah.
and so happy birthday to him. He's
Damn.
13. That's crazy.
13.
Yeah. But no, that's it. There was something else, and I forget. But what I would like to say is, I drank one of these, or I'm drinking one of these.
Yeah.
It's called
I
the
drank one of those.
Grapefruit Tequila Paloma,
Delicious.
Founders Original. It doesn't really matter what it's called. It's delicious. There's tequila in it, and here we are. That's
We're
it.
here.
what
In the
did you say?
cut.
Oh,
In the cut.
yeah, there was something else. I swear there was like an announcement or something.
I feel like it too, man. For
Yeah,
real. I
there
was trying to
something
think
that
of
I
it
was,
before
like,
we started
supposed to
too.
say, like, and I swear it was either something that I missed last week, or it was like something that happened this week that was like, oh my god,
You should write these things down.
this needs to be. Yeah, oh for sure. Yeah, I actually just went through my list of things that are written down, and they're from last week.
Yeah.
You should also update these things.
Yeah.
Shit.
I wish I could remember. That was pretty good. It's pretty good. It kind of tastes like, actually, I'm getting a little bit of a chlorine-y taste off. of it.
What's it
Chlorine-y.
called again?
Tequila, like grapefruit tequila Paloma.
That sounds like a.
Founders Original.
That sounds like an ailment.
Paloma, yeah.
It's a fruity ailment.
Look up what it means.
It's like
Paloma.
Or what it is.
30,000 people died in the state of Ohio in 1846 from Paloma.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty bad, but only locally. I'm just gonna light up
What's the percent on that? 6 or 7?
7.
7, yeah.
Is it
Tequila.
spelled P-A-L or P-O-L?
Paloma. I'm gonna light up Dip Black's joint here from last weekend.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, man. Okay. Wait, no, I know exactly.
It's just a mixed drink. Like Paloma is like a
Wait, he remembered.
tequila-based drink.
Um,
Sorry, yeah, I don't want to derail it. Go
No,
ahead.
it's okay. It's okay. I remember. So, I also feel like, whenever you like pack everything at your house, you're like, all right, that's it. Maybe there's even a list, and you're like, that's it. Yeah, I have everything, and then you drive away, and you're like, fuck, something I'm forgetting.
Yeah.
So I have that feeling. I still think there's something I'm forgetting, but something that I did want to announce that we did announce last week on the show, but I want to announce again. But KGJ sold out his first headlining show. It was his first headlining show, and he sold it out. It wasn't that he sold out his first headlining show.
Right.
His first headlining show, he sold it out.
Proper grammar.
Yeah.
Goes a long way.
But and that was last week on December 10th, and I just want to say big ups to him.
Yeah, man.
Congratulations.
It's huge.
And from what I see, the show went off without a hitch.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Shout out to KGJ.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that
And
was
J. Creole for sure.
glad I remembered that. Oh, also too, so I forgot to ask KGJ about All Cap Yow.
I didn't know he did a track with or like a thing with.
Yeah, he did a track with Al Capio, yeah.
Oh, but like
I had that in my
Einer
notes,
Banks.
too.
Einer Banks?
Yeah, the guy that plays the. Is that his name?
Did he?
Yeah,
No.
that's the
ukulele
guy.
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
did? KGJ?
Yeah,
No, did he?
for real.
No
It's on his.
way.
It's on his YouTube.
No.
Thought I would have seen that.
No. Really?
I'm almost
now,
certain.
Now we're going way out here.
Okay,
Check it out.
but
I'm gonna. Can I pull it up?
yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
pull it up.
But what I was thinking was, so yeah, Al Capio, they did a song. He did a song on the I forget what it's called. Ride with us, or Ride Now, or Bandwagon Later, or something like that. It's the Al Capio mixtape with a whole bunch of artists from Ottawa and Toronto.
Yeah.
He that, and I was gonna bring that up and ask him about Al Capio because I don't know really what it is. Like I see it and shit, but I follow them, but
On a mission.
I never knew what the fuck it was,
Yeah,
right?
they're on 6 Buzz premieres.
Is it
Al Capio, KGJ, Loco City.
Einer Bank?
And I have that one. No, I
Okay.
haven't seen.
But anyway,
Good, bro. What's good, KG? You ready?
Always.
Let's get it.
No way. It's like one of those things, yeah, quarantine.
that's on his. Oh, it's on Einer Banks's.
Now I'm sipping, sipping. I was making you were sleeping. That's what shorty if she fixing. I'm living, living. Yeah, living. Don't worry, just speaking now. I'm so drippy, I'm swimming. Make them not listen, no. Look at me closer. I'm can't eat any nigga too dirty. Fucking guap, not a soda. Shorty with gold party. Who's a moan? Cause I kept it going slower. And more slower. Had straight boner. I wouldn't want your chick if you loner. And all these always like they loners. Now I've been sipping, sipping. It's making you were sleeping. Don't mess with shorty if she likes living, living, living. Yeah, yeah, living, living.
Wait.
Don't worry, this is speaking. I'm so trippy that I'm swimming. Make it to the middle.
That's
Crazy, man. Oh, shout out KGJ, Einer Banks. That's sick.
huge.
It's wild, eh?
Yeah, man. I didn't know that. I wish we would have fucking.
I didn't know that
wish
either. I was
knew
just
that.
like,
Talked
I
about
don't
it.
even. I think I checked his
But-
Instagram and like started following it.
But yeah, no. So I forgot to ask him about El Capio. But then the funny thing is that J. Creole made a post today saying that he owns all of El Capio now or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that,
I saw
or
that.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, he took it over.
So it'd be crazy because I was gonna ask him about it, and they probably would have had that information for us at the
Yeah,
time. But I
yeah.
forgot. After we left, I was like, "Yo, I forgot about the El Capio thing."
That's just the thing, you get into so many conversations, and then there's a point where, unless it's a dead part in the interview where you can just take it anywhere you want.
Right,
Sometimes
right.
it's hard to bring up a question and take it
Yeah,
left
yeah.
field.
And like, yeah, man, like, we try to keep it casual too. Like a lot of time, like you say,
That's-
you get into
yeah.
like a whole different lane of conversation,
Yeah.
and like that kind of shit just doesn't come up. But yeah, oh well, maybe there'll be a next time.
Fuck, that
Of course
was
there'll be next time.
that was good though.
Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah, man, he's got a good voice.
That's sick. Selling out fucking shows.
Yeah.
Headlining show too. That's sick.
Yeah.
That's big.
And their new track, That Life, is out now
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Factuals. Actually, there's a new video out right now by JV613. And as you can see, I forget what it's called, so I'm gonna look it up. But there it is.
We had it in our story, no?
I believe so.
Sure.
Yeah. I posted it in the story. Too late. JV613. YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah, JV613. You can find him on Instagram, j.v613. The post I saw was on Danima Productions, which we had through a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
They weren't actually on the show. They were just hanging out, taking pictures of us, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And so shout out to those guys as
I'd
well.
like to get a couple of those pictures too. Wonder how they turned out.
That's right. For the magazine.
Yeah.
Oh, man, this feels weird. That's strong.
So yeah,
So, yeah.
it's just the boys tonight. We're gonna give you guys a little update.
Imagine, wait, sorry.
Yeah,
Imagine, just you said it's just the boys tonight.
Yeah.
Imagine I haven't introduced the guests yet.
Yeah, yeah.
They're just sitting
I guess
quietly
that's
on the
obvious.
couch.
Yeah.
Like just going on. No, but just because sometimes I do leave them, and I'm like,
Well,
I
not
have a whole
that.
bunch of stuff to say.
Yeah. That's funny.
I don't think you should like have a problem with doing that.
Really?
Yeah, man. I don't think it's
No.
a problem.
No.
Yeah,
No.
for sure, man. Like, because they're gonna have their time, right?
Well,
to say
they
whatever
might
want.
want to
Like,
say something about it, right? They're like, oh yeah,
well,
I
then
saw that. or
the
whatever.
mic is open.
That's true, yeah. But then they're already there, and it's like, oh, now we all know.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Yeah, I just because I think like I want to get them involved in the conversation too.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, hey, he's here too. Blah, blah, a whole bunch of shit, you know. And then like
Yeah.
they might be like, yo, I think this thing, and like, oh, whatever. Because there's been a few times where I didn't introduce them first, and I'd be talking, and they'd be like, oh, and they'd talk, and I'm like, oh, and he's here.
Yeah. Some of them.
But I mean, that's a good way to like introduce them, though, right? They start talking, and like, hey, like whatever, have an opinion about whatever you're talking about.
them
and
and
then,
be like, oh yeah, by the way,
yeah.
this person or whatever. Yeah.
I don't know. I just think you do. I've noticed you.
Struggle with it.
Yes. Yeah. So I don't think you should have a problem with doing that.
Yeah. I would see a big deal with it. Like some artists, you can tell they totally get it, and then others you can see are just like antsy to get in on it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, so I could see where you also get the worry from.
So
or
what? I'll
whatever,
introduce
like
them when they show up, or when they start talking.
Or like no, but I mean, if
Say your
if you
part.
have something to say first, right? If there's
Yeah.
something you want to get in front of, like, or there's something big happening in whatever, and like, you know what I mean? Like, I think you should like have no problem starting with that and saying
Yeah.
that kind of stuff, even if the guest is just sitting there patiently
Okay.
waiting for their time to come on.
I'll just be like, so.
Because also,
No, I'm just joking.
also,
But yeah, no,
the
it makes sense
The
though.
camera isn't on them yet.
Yeah,
either,
true. No
like,
one knows that they're there
Yeah,
yet.
so the viewers haven't seen yet.
But then they start
Haha.
talking,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh, it's other people. But yeah, no, I feel
Well,
you
they know
though.
it's
It
gonna
doesn't
be-
make it. Yeah.
And usually, like, there's a title to the episode. They know already, right?
yeah.
Like,
Oh, that's true. Yes.
has their name right there. You've
Yeah.
already done promotion on Instagram, being like, "This is gonna be our guest." So like,
Jonesy.
it's
G.
not a fucking secret, man. Like, it's
That's
like,
true.
Yeah. No facts for sure.
But it's also like give them a moment, right? It's like, man, we got this motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. It's
But yeah,
making
no.
them also feel like they're serving a purpose.
At the same
right?
time, you know what? It doesn't fucking matter. Nobody cares. So
I mean, like, you're giving them their moment, right?
That's true,
You're
though.
Fucking
You're
out.
right.
so my buddy always says nobody cares. Sometimes he means it like really meanly, and he's like, you're like, oh, look at this cool thing. He's like, nobody cares. But most of the time, you're like, can I like pee on the couch or whatever? He's like, nobody cares, right? Except I'm sure people would care about that. But you get what I'm saying, right? You ask a question, he's like, nobody cares, right? Like,
Yeah.
fucking do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But then, another one of my friends says, live your best life,
Yeah.
which is very like the same
Yeah.
thing. Like,
But you-
just
like,
so I'll be
you're
like,
the
oh,
main
can I do
character
this?
in your
And then
own
like,
story.
live your best life. I'm like, cool, all right, yeah. But then there's somebody else said something similar. I feel like I got stuck on this before too, but something very similar. But yeah, it's like, no one cares. Just do your fucking thing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Do your thing, exactly.
Exactly. What makes you happy, man.
As long as pissing on anybody's couch.
That's it, right? Or in the wrong bathroom.
Yeah, I do. I have done that.
Nobody wants that.
I have done that both on purpose and by accident, and I'm sorry for it. And at the same time, I'm not.
How do you do that by accident?
I don't know.
Apparently,
Well,
I was using the girls' washroom at the fucking bourbon room forever.
But they're the same.
What do you mean they're the same?
Like it's just two
we
like
could go
separate
back
bathrooms,
to an
but
we
like
could go back
it's
to
not like
an
a girl's
episode of
washroom and
ours.
like a guy's washroom there. It's just like literally a room with a toilet in it with a mirror and a sink. Like,
Yeah.
so it's not like it's like
No, there's a whole bunch of like stalls.
in the bourbon room.
Yeah, downstairs.
Oh right, yeah. No, I'm thinking. Where was I thinking?
Oh,
I'm not thinking bourbon room. that's for
Avant-garde?
sure. Yeah, maybe
yeah.
that's
That's where I used it on
just a-
purpose.
Yeah.
That's where I used it on purpose because I was like, there's only two, and each one just has a toilet in it.
Yeah.
So like, it's no difference
Yeah.
or whatever. And at the same time, the other one was being used.
Being used, yeah.
If you just stand
no
near the
difference.
washroom and just be really tall and like cross your arms
Yeah.
like this, everyone thinks that you're either the bouncer
Yeah.
and you're controlling the washroom line, or you're next in line.
Yeah.
Regardless of where you're standing in proximity to the washroom and the
Fuck.
other people waiting in line, you're next in line.
You
Because
should,
I seriously would wait at that place too, but I'm just standing there because like, oh, people are sitting at this table, so I'm like standing near them, arms crossed like this, and they're like, oh, are you next in line? I'm like, there's like 12 people in that hallway waiting to go to the washroom, like, and I'm next in line.
Yeah.
Yes, actually,
yeah.
out of my way,
Make way.
peasants.
Man,
Like,
I just had a pretty good idea. Like
Let's do it.
that'd be a good like video content of like playing like funny videos off being tall, like
yeah,
that.
man.
You know what I mean? Like go to the like exactly that. Like go to the bathroom. Oh, there's a line. Tallest guy around. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Get it, like you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
anything like that.
Just wear a black
Yeah.
shirt
Are you the
and be really
bouncer?
tall. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Excuse me. No, I just gotta. Excuse me. Come on out.
You're just lucky you're really tall. Then you're the only one that can get away with that.
Yeah,
Like,
really.
lot,
Yeah.
lot of perks that people like you and I wouldn't get, Jonesy.
Yeah, I'm just a short guy,
Yeah.
a short average guy.
Shit. But yeah, man. People, and then these like people come up and go, "Hey, are you the bouncer?" I'm like, No. Or they'd be like, "Oh, is there a line or whatever?" Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, no. You can just go whenever you want. Like, no one has to ask me.
Next
Like,
time you do that, you should. Yes, there's a line.
Yeah,
the line
yeah.
starts here, and then just see how big of a line you can form.
the washroom doors are open. Like,
Yeah.
excuse me, there's a line.
just see how many people will like be sheep and just
Yeah.
stand in line
You'd be
because some tall
surprised.
guy
You'd
came
be
along and said they
surprised.
should.
They take at least a minute or two to figure it out for themselves, you know.
It's fair.
Wait,
So-
there's no one in that bathroom.
No, there's a line.
Yeah.
End of the line.
End of the line.
But no
yeah.
one's in there. Oh man, today we went to fucking Harvey's and they were like, "We're a sign that says you can't come in because
Yeah.
we're closed. The because of staffing
Staff
issues
shortage.
or whatever, they couldn't let they. So like you could go through the drive-thru and
So
get food.
fucking what? Like
But wait,
Tim called in sick and you can't open
I
the
guess
store.
so.
Like,
But
Doors
yeah, so
locked,
but like we
doors
weren't
locked.
allowed in the dining room or whatever,
Yeah.
right? Or the lobby or whatever you call it. But we could go through the drive-thru. But I look in there and there's like 4 tables with more than one person at each one.
Yeah.
Like there, like I will
not
say I
video proof.
don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look at the video. I don't know if any of
Is
them
this-
had
is this-
food in front of them.
is this in
But-
the Fru?
No, we don't
Canada.
have Harvey's in
Yeah,
Canada.
there's no Harvey's in Fru.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck, I don't know.
But no. But the thing is like, the fuck, there was other people in there, and I'm telling you, they didn't work there. Like there was like an older couple.
Oh yeah,
And, like, you know, like
So there's like
little
patrons of
family
the
and
store.
stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're in there, and like, so he reads the sign, and we turn around, and I'm like, wait, I'm gonna take a video, and I was like, gonna show the sign and then show the people inside. But as I pull out my phone, this guy comes in, he's like, "Excuse me, are you trying to get in here?" I'm like, "Yeah," and then he's like, "Oh, we're closed, whatever." I'm like, "Yeah, I read the sign,"
Yeah.
but then he walked away. I was like, you know, I should have said something. I should have been like, "Yeah, what the fuck?"
Was it like a private thing? Did they like fucking like?
they were all
rent-
scattered out though. You know
Oh.
what I mean?
Yeah,
Like it
no,
was
they
like,
were in there
you know,
eating
like
for
there was
sure.
2 tables that were like maybe from me to you away, like you
That's
know,
weird.
something like that. But like the rest were like scattered pretty far.
It wasn't some like dumb COVID rule that like, oh, we're at capacity, so no more people are
Well,
allowed in.
When I
Staff
was taking
shortage.
the video, there was 2 people got up and left right away. So I think like they got the idea. Like, I was like, oh, the guy must have told them to leave or something. But but no one else made a move, so it was just.
Door was locked. Like, we couldn't even get in if we wanted at that point.
So we broke the window.
Yeah.
We had to piss too.
Yeah, that was the thing. We decided. Well, I was thinking of going in to get food so I could use the bathroom as well, right? But oh well.
No such luck, sir.
No sir.
That's right.
No
Fuck,
sir.
eh?
Not at Harvey's. Not at Harvey's.
Yeah. So we went to Petrocan.
Yeah.
Who let us use their washroom, no questions asked. We didn't even have to like ask them their permission.
No.
We just fucking found it. Went. And shout out Dan Plouffe because he was there.
That's hilarious.
Who?
Dan Plouffe.
Yeah. This
Plouffe?
guy always
Plouffe,
runs into
yeah.
somebody he knows anywhere you go.
Yeah, for real, man. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
It's actually
It's true, man. Fuck.
yeah. Yeah.
Well, you recognize the truck, eh? Even on our
Oh,
way
yeah,
in, you
yeah,
recognize
yeah.
the truck, and then the guy came out of the bathroom, and he's like, "What's going on, Styles?"
Yeah. Fuck. Actually, yeah. Ottawa Valley.
See, like if
Insulation?
you would have gone to Harvey's, that shit wouldn't have happened.
Oh,
This is
true,
very
yeah.
true.
Right? So maybe there was a reason for it.
Holy shit! Yeah, maybe that's the last time we'll ever see him.
Oh,
my
shit, don't say
God,
that,
man.
fuck.
Well, I thought that's what
Jeez.
you're saying. Jeez.
No, I'm like I didn't mean
No,
that.
I know. I
My
know,
head
I
didn't go
know.
there.
I
but-
put that in your. I took your words and put that
Shouldn't
in
be
there.
saying that, man. You've killed some hockey players.
I have. Nice. I like that.
Don't look into
Shit.
it.
I like that. I just changed. Yeah. You just changed the tone, man.
Oh yeah.
But watch your tone.
Tone, but fuck around, find out.
That's right. But if you don't fuck around at all, you'll never have to find out.
Never. You would
And
never
that's-
find out.
And
There's
that's
like a bell curve of like fuck around and find outage.
oh, it's
Oh,
a
absolutely.
straight 45.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The more you
like-
fuck around, the more you.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. It's very true.
It's like the hot crazy matrix, but it's like the fuck around find out matrix.
Yeah.
Just on a 45.
Yeah. Never end.
What are we after? Oh yeah, bank robbers. General
Oh.
Tao Chicken.
Bank robbers.
Oh, yeah.
Bank robbers. Yeah,
Well, I was gonna say we could talk about what's coming up for us, or what's new. I was thinking,
actually,
what's
we
up?
have
What's new for us,
so
or what's coming?
today is the 16th of December, and tomorrow is the 17th of December,
Fact.
and the next
Year
day,
of our Lord 2022.
and the next day is the December 18th or the 18th of December.
Yes.
And what all that means is nothing. But on Saturday, tomorrow, is Ottawa's hip hop food drive.
Oh, I think it's Sunday, 18th. I think it is.
Well, because
Oh, wait.
better look, just because
Yeah.
someone I know is performing on both said that I'm performing in Gatineau on Sunday, the 18th, and they said, and the day before is in Ottawa.
Okay.
Either fucking way.
Yeah. We'll find out right now.
It's
but-
already been through a couple cities, or
Yeah, so that's it. Is they went through already out west. They were in.
Yeah,
I know they were in
Vancouver.
Calgary. I guess Vancouver as well. They were in Halifax too. They went and saw Quake Matthews and shit.
So yeah, there's the 18th.
Is where?
Ottawa.
Okay.
Aspects is performing.
Okay, so then tomorrow is then why the fuck?
Kingston, I think.
What?
Yeah, if I had to.
Okay, you just tell it and then I'll show you.
No, you're right. No, sorry. I thought
Tomorrow?
Kingston was. Yeah, where are we? We're Friday. Yeah, so the 17th. Yeah, tomorrow. Sorry. And then they're in Kingston tonight. So I just had the days mixed up. That's right.
Okay, yeah. So Gatineau is the 17th.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
Ottawa's
it's
the
whatever.
18th.
Fuck. Tomorrow, Saturday, is the Gatineau
Yeah.
hip hop food drive. Sunday is the Ottawa one. Where's the Ottawa one?
The Ottawa one is at Cafe de Cuff.
Okay, which is on Rideau Street,
Yeah.
I believe.
Gatineau is at Agora Palmele Pub.
Cut. Kingston.
Kingston's at the sports overtime sports bar.
Overtime sports
Yeah.
bar. Oh my god.
Usually where most of those shows happen.
But yeah, no. So they already went out west, and
Yeah.
they must be almost done then, because they were out west.
Yeah.
They were in Halifax.
8 shows.
Is there Montreal?
It would make sense for them to end it in Ottawa, right?
Oh,
Like,
true.
They
yes.
end in
coming home,
Ottawa.
right?
Oh, that's the last
So-
one.
Yeah.
So they must have already did Montreal and Toronto.
They did London. They did Toronto,
Okay,
Halifax,
that's it.
Calgary, and Vancouver.
That's right.
Yeah. That's it. 8. I do believe Jay Morris's idea is adding another one every year and doing another city.
Oh yeah.
For
yeah.
every year it's been put on, you know.
Yeah.
8th annual, 9th annual, no, add another city.
Yeah, man, it's crazy that they're doing that many cities. Like that's
Yeah, it's huge. It's a really good
it's actually
thing
a big
for sure.
accomplishment.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Jay Morris and everybody putting that on. I think it's even there's like Jugga
Yeah.
as well is involved in that. I'm
Yeah.
not 100% sure who's all involved. There's the one dude we saw him perform the one time. Anyways, I'm sorry. And shout out to all the performers. That's sick. That's big.
Yeah,
ups
for
to
sure.
them.
Well, the performers in Ottawa.
And everybody who donated and will donate.
Yeah, absolutely.
I believe you could show up and it's you get cheaper entrance at the door with some
donations.
Non-perishable
yeah
foods.
non-perishable foods.
Is it
So-
all foods they accept, or do they accept clothing? I'm sure it's whatever.
Not
eh?
sure.
Well, it does say food drive.
Just probably no underwear. I think.
Yeah. Hey man, they probably would like some fresh pair of underwear.
Well, I don't know.
I heard socks
used.
are one of the most asked pairs of clothing at homeless shelters and things like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
James Collins. That's something
yeah,
you should think about. Socks.
yeah. Well, think about it, because when people donate, they're probably donating like coat, sweater, gloves.
Yeah,
right. They-
socks is one of those things. Like once it gets a hole in it,
Yeah,
it's like no one's
it's-
donating that shit.
yeah.
like, it's like
They'd probably
You're gonna
take
go buy
one.
that
With,
shit.
I guarantee you they'd probably be happy with a sock with like that has like a little hole on the right side of the foot. You know, not your big toe. But yeah, either way, you know what I mean. Like,
Chicken wings.
good cause. But yeah, Nobby, Aspects, Mac Musa, Bobby Bugrao, Fourth World,
No way.
Billy the Kid, OK, Naldi.
Yeah.
Sorry if I said that wrong. King Kimbit, Hart, and Danny O has been the special guest at every event.
Okay, nailed it. I think.
Yeah.
There's no T there, but I think it's okay. Nailed it on Instagram.
Okay. But yeah, that's for the Ottawa show. This Sunday, December 18th.
Oh no, it is no.
Yeah, okay.
No, Letty. I'm sorry. We're bad at this.
Nah. Well, it's just a name, you know. But
Yeah.
other than that, yeah, there was KG's release last Friday. I'm not too sure. I know there's always
KGs.
no KGJ. Sorry.
Oh, KGJs.
Yeah.
Speaking of KGs, though, I got this thing the other day, and it was. I don't want to lie to you. It wasn't actually a kilo. I was gonna say it was a kilo, but it was just about a kilo, and it was a fucking Rice Krispie square.
No way.
One
One.
Rice
That's wild.
Krispie
how
square.
big was it?
A kilo.
It'd have to be
Yeah,
huge.
but
No,
like,
I
how
know.
big was
I'll
it?
show you a picture. Actually, I have one. Man, and don't get me wrong, okay? If you make one, the same size, I'm gonna guarantee you it was cheaper than what I paid for it. Oh, I mean, it
Yeah.
wasn't crazy expensive, but I just mean you can make them for cheaper, is all I'm
Yeah,
saying, right?
That's usually
But-
where things go.
The thing is I always find theirs fucking taste better. Like the actual Rice Krispie squares taste better.
Yeah. That's how big it is. Holy what?
Yeah, it was
I'd
bigger than
like
my
it like
bigger than my
that.
laptop, man.
Yeah, I'd like it like that too, instead of like thick.
See if
You
they
know,
can see
nice
it.
and flat.
Was it like thin or like? How thick
It
was
was
it?
They're
about
Like the
regular.
regular
like
thickness
yeah,
of
about
a-
like this.
Yeah,
like
okay,
yeah,
They didn't go
like maybe like
thicker,
an
they
inch and a
just went-
It's just
quarter.
the same thing.
Like
just
about an
bigger.
inch and a quarter. Like it was
Yeah,
definitely
okay.
more than an inch, but it was about an inch and a quarter, maybe an inch and a half.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Fuck,
So
man,
you
they
can
are so
bite
good,
it.
man. Like
Yeah.
the
Oh, dude, I
our
was
boss
cutting
puts them in the
strips like
fridge at
this
work.
much.
Like they're just like a
Yeah.
drawer of like a bunch of snacks, and there's all kinds of fucking Rice Krispie
Oh
squares.
man,
So every day when I get off work, I'm just
Oh,
like,
man.
yeah, I'm gonna take a bunch of
they
these.
are good.
So good though, but yeah, I saw it. So I this guy grabbed one. I saw him have it, and I was like, "Fucking want that." I'm like, I fucking want that so
Yeah.
bad. So I actually went back to the store to get it because I was like, you know what?
Yeah. You
And
guys
then I was
ever
like, I
have
like
like
that.
homemade Rice Krispie squares?
Oh, yeah, for
for
sure.
sure.
So good,
But I
man.
like those ones better. They have
They are-
those ones have the heroin in them or something.
Yeah.
Because like,
Well, they don't come out so like block, like, you know what I mean? Like
Oh.
homemade is usually like,
oh really?
I
My
don't know.
mom's
the
were
ones
usually
I've
pretty
had,
like.
pretty tight.
Just
But
make a
they
tray
just
and then
didn't
like wait till they
taste like that.
Yeah.
like,
They didn't
get
taste
hard
like
and then
that.
cut them into like cubes.
Yeah.
or whatever.
Oh.
Or even when they use like shreddies or whatever, like the squares.
Oh
You know,
man.
Like
oh.
basically it's like a Rice Krispie square, but they
You ever
use
seen-
the like that cereal that's square, Life or something. I don't know.
Or the
Okay.
fucking
Delicious.
you mean like the cornflake things?
yeah, corn.
It's
yeah.
like cornflakes and peanut butter,
Yeah, like something like that.
and it's just like a stack
It's
of
almost like a
cornflakes and peanut
brittle,
butter,
yeah,
basically.
yeah.
Oh, it's good. Oh,
Sounds
but
delicious.
he even said whenever he makes his own fucking
Yeah,
Rice Krispie squares,
yeah, yeah.
he says he just puts like a couple tablespoons of peanut butter in it,
Oh yeah.
so it's not like peanut butter based. It just has
Has
some peanut
like
butter in it.
some- That's the way to go.
I'm like that'd be all right.
Yeah.
But
I think I could try that.
I just turned around and bought one of those.
yeah.
But yeah, it was like $11 or something.
Yeah.
So like, I'm sure you can make it for like 3.
Yeah.
But the stuff you would have to buy, well, I guess you wouldn't have to buy a lot. Usually though with
Most of the stuff
baking,
you probably already have,
no, it's true. But with baking, well, no.
except for a box of Rice Krispies.
I don't have the
Like,
Rice
How much is
Krispies,
one of those? Like
but I don't have the
$6,
Rice
like-
Krispies or the marshmallows. But my point is like that one's different. But like with baking, when you're like, oh yeah, I just want like a fucking batch of cookies,
Yeah.
you have to buy, you have to buy like a pound of fucking sugar and a pound, like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So then like you end up with so much shit that you like yes, you saved money technically, but you also bought 7 batches of cookies worth
Yeah,
or whatever,
yeah,
right? So
yeah.
it's like, fuck,
And you
just
gotta
give me,
And you have to.
just give me the
use
ones
it.
at the store, like,
Yeah.
you know, fuck.
No, for sure. It's like putting in that time, I guess, you know, for something that's pretty good. Like if you can like bake like really well, I personally can't.
I
but
love.
find
Not that I
home
love baking.
really
I love
good.
eating my wife's baking.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, if you're good
I can
at it,
bake.
it's so much better than store bought. But if you don't know what you're doing, like me, then you
Yeah,
know.
I wouldn't attempt it. But yeah, she makes like muffins and like cookies and
Yeah,
all the
See,
good stuff.
baking and cooking, like I'm usually like like now I'm a little more self-aware and I get it, but before like I'd be like, man, nah, I don't really like. I can make you craft dinner,
yeah,
or
yeah.
like I don't know, whatever, right? But the thing is like, whenever I do shit like that, I'm like, yeah, it's easy. Like, look, it just says you take these things,
Yeah,
you do this thing, and then it's like, oh, yeah, like I could do that, but I can't like bake cookies. It's like,
Yeah.
no, you're doing it though. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like, no, like I can't really do that. And then
Yeah.
it's like, but I'll do it. Like maybe make some like weed cookies or something, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like, even I remember one time I had people actually being like, man, like the cookies are actually like good. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I just
good
did.
at follow a recipe.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
follow
just did what it
recipes.
said. Like I'm not.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything. Like
yeah.
it did itself. You know.
Yeah.
It's like.
I'm pretty alright at cooking. I don't
Yeah.
know how to like cook, you know, if you know what I mean, with like a lot of spices or like, you know, like plates like that, but
Yeah.
I can cook. Like,
Yeah,
I know how
yeah.
to cook, but bake not so much. It's usually like, well, I can follow a recipe, I guess, but at the same time it's also learning that right ratio, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's either you have too much sugar, too much powder or flour, and it turns out like big, or you know what I mean?
Not
And-
mix it enough.
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
Same with
Things like
cooking, though,
that.
right?
But
Though,
it's-
like,
yeah.
you could follow
Yeah,
a recipe
it's
or
just
like
a matter
just
of
throw some
doing
shit
it
together,
though,
like, oh,
and
like,
yeah.
you know, overcook it, undercook it.
I've definitely
Add too much salt, not
Yeah.
enough salt. Fuck, I
Yeah.
don't know. Like
I've ordered from HelloFresh before and kept recipes from that.
yeah,
Oh,
man, that's the
yeah.
way to go.
Yeah,
Fucking right.
totally.
Delicious. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, I and the thing is too is not that I'm like a great cook. Again, I'm just like following directions or like memory of how to do shit.
Yeah.
But then like what it is for me is it's whenever I'm like, yeah, like I always just put these things into this, right? And it's like, well,
The same
like
thing.
what if I put this in instead of this, or like what if I just added this to this, or like put this and this and like change it up and do
Yeah.
different things. I'm like, whoa. It's actually pretty good, and like I felt like I was just like pretend science in the basement
Yeah,
when you're a
yeah.
kid, like,
And
oh,
that's
yeah,
what
yeah,
it
yeah.
is,
But it
that
was like,
is-
oh, it's actually fucking good, and
Yeah.
it's that I'm surprised that the chicken might still be a little burnt or whatever,
Yeah.
but it's that I'm surprised that where it's like, you know what, that thing I thought of actually worked in that scenario, you know?
Right. And that's
But-
what it is, man. It's all trial and error, try
Yeah,
this with
I
that,
think it's
that
like
with
cooking
this.
for me. I think would be harder than
Then baking,
baking.
yeah, baking is a
It's-
little more.
It's like once
it's
you
this,
It's all
this,
time.
right, you
this.
follow
Yeah.
like it's like I'm not like a master chef gonna come up with my own recipes and shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
I know how this much blends of like these
Yeah,
flavors
yeah,
mixed
yeah.
together, and it's, you know what I mean. But yeah, I can follow a recipe, and like once you get all the dry mix and the wet ingredients together, you mix them in a thing, whatever. You've got your batter, whatever, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's like it makes sense. But like when you're cooking, it's like.
There's a lot of executive decisions that happen,
And
with
it's like
cooking
timing and
along
shit,
the
right?
way.
It's
Yeah,
like, okay, if I'm
like-
doing potatoes and chicken, like they don't like, or like carrots or whatever, they don't all take the same amount of time to cook.
Oh,
Or
that's
if you
where I
think-
fucked
If you like
up.
throw it all in together and just like, oh, I'm just gonna keep it all on until it's all done, and then you got like mushy carrots and like, like I don't know what I mean.
Yeah,
like it's,
yeah.
you got to time things.
That's
Yeah,
where I fuck
timing
up
is
too.
a
Is
big
and
part
then
timing.
bring it
yeah.
all together. Where that's what I think I would fuck up on, and I know I fuck up on when. Like,
Some
Yeah.
people like
Well, it's like-
mushier vegetables.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like,
Like
when there's
crunchy.
like huge like difference between like overcooked, like
Yeah.
fish,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or like chicken, right? If it's super dry and chewy or whatever.
Yeah.
like,
I
But that's
hate-
that's
I
where
hate
those
rubbery
decisions come in,
chicken.
right? Whereas like that's why I say like baking's more of a science where it's like yes they're both like specific directions, but with the baking it's like you put this much into this thing. You mix it up until like you can tell it's fucking good. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's now batter, it's not the other things.
Yeah.
And then you put them into balls and you make them into cookies, right? Like here they are. And it's the temperatures, everything, like whatever, right? But it's like fry this fucking chicken or something, right?
Yeah.
Like if we all fried chicken separately, like ours are probably gonna look different.
Oh yeah.
You know what
yeah.
I mean? Because maybe we have different ideas ourselves of
Yeah.
what we want or like what is like cooked, or maybe
Yeah.
myself I don't know how to cook chicken, because to me I'm like I never want it to be not cooked.
Yeah.
So
Right.
it has to be fucking
like
cooked,
I'd
right?
rather overcook it than undercook it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oven roasted,
so,
man.
But that's where also too, like you said, those like timing issues and shit. So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, I'm definitely probably better baker because it's very like, it seems like straightforward.
Yeah, yeah.
But then yeah, like the cooking, like I said, it's like, oh
You,
man,
like,
the chicken might be burnt, but the fact that I threw these different things in actually made it really
Yeah.
like good or whatever, right? And it's like,
Yeah.
okay, that's good. I just need to work on cooking the chicken
Yeah.
properly.
So like,
And the carrots are mushy.
right. So like, we're getting close to Christmas, right? We're like, so it's like Shannon and I's responsibility to do turkey this year, right?
Oh, no
Yeah.
way.
Right. So that's one thing that I'm kind of like, I'm just like, Shannon, this is your domain. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want nothing to do with it. Like,
Have you guys done one before?
never like, no, we've always gone to like parents' houses.
We
or, like,
haven't
you know what I
either.
mean? Like, you've
Have
never
you done
been like,
chicken though?
oh, chicken. Yeah. Like,
It's
we've,
just to
like,
start.
but usually
anyways,
like not whole chickens that I'm doing. I'm
Oh.
not doing, I'm just like doing chicken breasts or like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
you know,
yeah,
shit
yeah.
like that,
okay,
right?
okay.
But it's like,
A whole
not a whole
turkey.
like, I don't even know. It's like,
Google's your best friend.
Yeah.
yeah, oh for sure.
Yeah.
Like, Shannon's
Definitely
confident. She
be
knows what she's
alright.
doing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
She'll, she'll kill it. But yeah,
And then
man,
cook
don't put me in responsibility
Oh,
for that
man.
shit. I don't want that.
Then you get crazy. Once you know how to do it, you get crazy. Like Danielle's mom usually does turkey with bacon wrapped on it, and then there's a point where she
Oh.
takes it off, and we all get to eat it
Bro.
and stuff. And
Oh.
it's like, oh my god! And
Bentley.
then when you eat that
Sounds
turkey,
delicious.
whew,
Bentley or like my
Bacon flavored turkey.
like my son's like great granddad.
yeah,
He's like a rocket scientist or some shit.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
from like for real though.
Yeah,
And he's
okay.
from might not be rockets, but he's like some kind
Yeah,
of like
scientist,
crazy fucking
technician
scientist.
thing.
Yeah, but he's
Thing,
actually
yeah.
like from somewhere in Europe. I think it's like the UK as well or something
Okay.
like that. And is Britain the UK?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I think he's like, I don't know. I think he's like British. No, he's English. I don't know. Either way, whatever. Point is like nailed it. But it's coming, I promise. So yeah, so he always would make the fucking turkey, right?
Okay.
And what he does is he, like you said, puts the bacon on the turkey,
Yeah.
and everyone fights over the bacon.
Yeah.
And it's
Delicious.
if you're fucking new around here, you get a little bacon save for you.
Yeah.
But I only got that treatment once though.
Yeah.
After that, it was like you had to have your
Yeah.
elbows up.
Yeah.
But then like the turkey would be so big because it was such a huge family.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so there was enough room in there for stuffing and sausage meat.
Whew.
So it was like
No way.
like almost like
trees
a
or
loaf
whatever.
of sausage meat.
Yeah.
Like it was just like a big like chunk. And so in there is the dressing and the sausage meat. And
Yeah.
the sausage meat cooks inside the turkey as
Yeah,
well.
for sure.
But then now your dressing has sausage meat in it as well.
Yeah.
Like the drippings or whatever, I
Right,
guess.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's so good. But then you also have to fight for the sausage meat.
Yeah.
But you get the sausage meat and the fucking bacon
Yeah.
and then the fucking turkey.
It seems so wild, eh? It's like you're cooking some fucking pork off of your bird.
Yeah, yeah.
know?
Have you ever
Chuck
heard
it all
of a
in together.
turducken?
Turducken.
Yeah. Oh man, I saw a thing the other day. I don't know if it was real or not. Like someone was talking about you put it's either I can't remember. It's definitely a pig and a bird,
Yeah.
but it's either that you take a piece of the pig, like say like a loin or some shit,
Yeah.
put it inside of like a turkey or something,
Yeah.
or it's that you take the turkey and put it inside the pig or something like that.
That would be a little more difficult. But
yeah. But they got a bigger sphincter.
Yeah.
Did you know that there is something like 30 some sphincters in your body? Okay, that's a different topic. But
Totally.
but yeah,
I guess.
but point is yeah. So it was something like that, and I was like,
Yeah, how
that's
do you go from
weird.
talking about food to sphincters?
Well, because I said anyways.
Yeah.
But the there's one in your butt. But but no, point is I thought it was weird. Whatever the combination was, I thought it was weird. It was a pig and some kind of bird, right? And I was like, that's weird. But then like now I say all this, and I'm like, you know what? There was like a bunch of pig in and on that turkey.
Yeah.
You know, like yeah. So it's like it's not so far from that.
Yeah, that's wild.
But I
Crazy,
did hear on the
yeah.
radio. I did hear on the radio that there is something like 30 some sphincters in your body.
What are sphincters?
Sphincter. Oh yeah, sorry.
It's
Yeah,
like,
sorry. A sphincter is a muscle that contracts like this,
Oh yeah. Okay.
like your butthole.
Yeah. Of
Is a
course.
sphincter. So the thing is, I thought that like, and the reason why it was like brought up is because it was like, call in and tell them like some fucking stupid fact that you know that you like
Yeah.
is worthless
okay,
or whatever.
Yeah.
And so this guy like calls in and says this.
Yeah.
And they're like, what? But the thing is, like they were saying, like yeah, like most people think of like your butthole and like they think just that's what it is called
Right.
is your sphincter.
Yeah.
But it's one of your sphincters.
One of
It is
them.
a sphincter.
Yeah. I
And I was
get
like,
it.
whoa,
Yeah.
that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's
That's
more. There's
wild.
like, apparently up to at least 50 to 60 different types of sphincters in the human body.
Holy
Holy
shit. Yeah, like
fuck.
some of them are like in your blood, like your blood, like in your veins, sorry.
Veins,
Right.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say your blood valves. I guess they would be your blood
Yeah,
valves
yeah.
or whatever, but in your veins,
Yeah. eh?
there's sphincters
I guess
in
your
there.
heart, right, is almost a sphincter
Yeah.
in a way. I don't know.
It's weird.
Cause yeah, it's like, but yeah, it's weird. That's weird for sure. 30 of them too, right? And it's like
Well,
we're
he's saying
we,
there's
we,
even
we're
more,
only
like double
familiar
that or
with
something.
one.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah. I was like, is your mouth a sphincter too? Like, no, I think it's a
what's
bunch
the
of
broad
muscles.
definition of a sphincter?
Yeah.
Yeah, really. Cause yeah, I think your mouth would be a bunch of muscles. Cause it's kind of like
Oh, yeah.
it's not like a one muscle like this.
Right. It's I don't know.
Yeah,
I know that's like what your tongue is
the strongest
the
muscle in your
strongest.
body,
Yeah.
except for
This
sorry.
bad is right here.
Shit. Yeah, you want to try something?
Yeah.
You want to buy something? Anyways,
We got
gangster
James
shit.
James Trip in the comments.
gang. Yeah, shout out Trip and James Collins.
Yeah.
We were just talking actually about apparently socks are the most asked for thing.
Bob's
Sorry. I'm just reading this comment from
Yeah.
James. He's saying, I want to take the biggest animal all the way down to the smallest animal and stuff one into the other like a Russian nesting doll and cook that on a giant rotisserie.
Let's
Oh,
go.
fuck.
Like a
That's some
lion?
meat.
Like a lion. Are we stopping at lion?
No, you could get bigger than that.
A whale.
Sure.
A fucking whale with a lion.
Animal.
Well, okay. but
Oh,
it's-
whales
isn't
an
that a
animal, I
mammal?
guess.
Yeah.
But
It's still
that's
an
still
animal,
animal, is it
technically, right?
not?
I don't know. I would say, yeah, you're right though. A whale. If we're gonna go there, whale's probably the biggest, of course.
Now
Is
he's
a
got
whale an
so
animal?
he's got like a elephant, sorry,
Yeah.
and a
animal.
rhino, and a camel, and a horse.
Whales are the largest animals on Earth.
Animal. Okay. There you go.
I don't know what that one is. Cow.
It
No?
makes sense.
Tiger.
Animal
What?
is just
Pig.
like a general description of
Sure.
all mammals.
Could you
We're
put-
all
reptiles,
animals. I'm an
and-
animal,
yeah,
you're an
of
animal.
course,
I think
yeah.
since we're Canadian, we should start with a moose.
A moose. eh?
Duh. Yeah, you're right.
Because I think the whale thing doesn't really work out because it's going to have to be a pretty big. It'll still have to be big with a moose, but
Be
for a
cooked
whale,
differently.
the whale that I'm picturing in my head, you would need a pretty big
Oh,
fucking.
yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
you need, like,
fucking
yeah,
yeah.
you need a warehouse for that shit.
Yeah. So we would go. I personally would start with a moose because you could probably get a big enough moose that you could put a cow inside of.
You think so?
Where would the lion
That'd be
go?
tight.
Man, oh man, do you know how big
He's right,
mooses
though.
are?
Oh, I know,
Moose
yeah,
can be
but yeah, it's
fucking
but, like,
big, man.
they're like-
Oh,
They
Yeah.
can be. Oh my god, the small ones are like bigger. Like a baby moose is like
a buck
This-
almost,
like-
eh?
probably bigger than a full size deer.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah.
I know they're
big.
massive. I don't think I've ever seen one in person though.
Fuck man, I
seen
saw a
one.
video where a guy pulled up to one, and fucking actually, if you go up to 60 past Renfrew and stuff, and towards the park and shit, I remember driving through there late at night, and it's like marked 50,
Yeah.
and I was like, I know why it's marked 50, but like, I'm a good driver, whatever.
Yeah. A lot of
And
straights out that way.
You shouldn't think
too.
that way, and everything
Yeah.
went fine. But we were going very fast, as I was doing like 80 in the 50 or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is like, there's a fucking. We were like, oh, there's 4 moose on the side of the road.
Yeah.
But
And that just
this guy
steps
drove
out.
by with the video thing, and he fucking sees the thing, and like, it was. Like I thought it was fake. I thought the video was fake because this moose was so fucking big, man.
Yeah. Eh?
Yeah, like it was like, like, if he hit it,
Oh.
like the body was like still higher than
Yeah.
the car, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was like massive.
Just taking
so
out its
drop.
legs.
Drop.
Yeah,
down.
like-
Oh yeah, drop right in the car.
But
just
that's also
crush it.
too though, like I said, like some moose can be huge, right?
Yeah.
Because like if you saw them, even like not too far from where we're at or where I'm at, there's moose spotted and shit, right? Like
Yeah,
even
yeah.
at Calabogie, there's moose and
Yeah.
stuff. But if I would imagine when people are like, oh, I saw moose in Calabogie, I'm like, okay, it's like one of those like fucking maybe a little bit bigger than a deer, but then has like the extra fucking knee or whatever, so
Yeah,
it's taller.
right.
They don't have an extra knee, but
Can you imagine that? Bend in 3 spots.
yeah.
Fuck, they walking like a
Collapses
fucking.
down.
Yeah.
Ah, shit. Could you imagine?
Oh man.
And then could you imagine that I knew that?
Yeah.
No. Yo, actually, man. And this is sort of off topic, but it has to do with animals.
Yeah.
There was a 2-headed cow
Yeah.
near where we're from.
Yeah.
You saw
They
it?
have the
Did you see
skeleton
it?
in RCI.
I saw the fucking. They have like the actual taxidermy body of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we broke into this room and we
Yeah,
found
I've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe not
It's
the
been
whole
there since
body,
my
but
dad. Well, the thing was, it was like an actual like the one I saw was an
Seen-
actual like fur on it and stuff,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
taxidermy
Can't
like
remember
thing.
anymore. It was a long time ago. I remember they had some shit in the back of that science room in RCI, and one of them was a 2-headed cow.
Yeah,
I'm
we used to
pretty
go
sure,
there
man, it was a
and
2-headed
hang
cow.
out after school. We go to the park, smoke a doobie or something.
Yeah.
And then we'd go wander through the school.
Yeah.
And like there'd just be the janitors and shit. So we kind of watch around and like, okay, if we get busted, we're like, oh yeah, I just going to my locker. I
Yeah.
forgot shit in my locker. Like, oh, I'm going to take a piss. Like, whatever. What are you doing on the 3rd floor?
Yeah.
But so then we go through like classes and shit. Like we were doing anything bad. We were just. I actually didn't even go to the school.
Yeah.
And my buddy did, so like
Yeah.
he was like, "Oh man, I want to show you this cool shit,"
Yeah.
right? Like, so we just like wandered around, like did whatever.
Yeah. That's so cool.
So there's never like any ill intention.
yeah,
um,
no harm.
But Yeah, no. So I remember
So,
finding that.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure we had to hide in that room, and then we found that.
Yeah.
Or he showed me that, and I was like, "What the fuck? I'm scared."
Crazy.
Yeah, two-headed cow. And then I actually asked my dad about it because he went to RCI as well,
Yeah.
and he said
It's
that
facts.
he was pretty sure that they like got it sometime around that time that he was there.
Yeah, they had a few things in the back of that science room, man. I remember that. It's facts for sure.
So do you think Tori shot Megan or what?
Nah.
Who cares? Fuck.
I know.
Yeah, I
but
know.
but here's the thing is like, so he was very like, he put out an album, was like, yeah, like saying he didn't do it and shit.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, cool. Well, like, he didn't do it then, you know?
Yeah.
And then like apparently a doctor came out and said like he was the one that like treated her for her foot,
Right.
and it was like glass wounds or something.
Okay, yeah.
And then so I was like, yeah, man, he didn't do it for sure.
Yeah.
And then basically as soon as the court started, I'm like, fuck, there was gunshot residue found on his hand.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, oh fuck. And then it's like looking like he did it, but now they're saying that like,
So he had a gun and he shot it, but he didn't shoot her.
but they think no, now they're saying that it was the girl that he was with, because he was with another girl, and that girl
yeah.
apparently shot him or shot her.
Right.
But the thing is one of them came out before all this shit and said like that she wasn't the shooter or something, so she was like already cleared or something.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So then like I don't know. I'm
was only
also the
pointing
things
to
that I'm
Tori,
also
yeah.
just gathering little bits of information from like a bunch of
Yeah,
bullshit.
well, the last thing I
But-
seen was one of like whoever Megan was close with. She testified against her and said that he didn't that he didn't shoot her.
Okay.
So I saw that, and apparently, damn, you got some water up in here. Shit.
In the fridge.
She like went on like this little like oh, I wish I never did this whole thing, and she's like, you guys make me want to kill myself or whatever,
No.
something like that. Yeah, it's on one of the pages you follow.
Shit.
For sure.
And then she also
I saw
too, there's like
something
a
about it.
thing where I don't know what it is.
You think
it's
it was
like
all just a big publicity thing?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
what
Damn.
actually fucking
But
happened?
she
sure.
could get in like a lot of trouble for that, for saying some fake shit, right?
Yeah,
But she
Only
said
if he wants to like take it
but
there.
there's something
damn right he'll
that
take it
no,
there.
the police will take it there. That's like a police thing. That like you're wasting resources and shit.
Oh,
and,
at
like,
that
all
point, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
because she now made a false police report.
Yeah.
And then like, what's the other thing when you perjury? I think it's
false
called?
allegations.
When
Yeah,
you like lie on the stand and stuff.
right. Yeah.
But apparently I can't remember what it is now. I wish I fucking knew, but there's something that she said like leading up to all of this,
Yeah.
and then like now is saying something different. But like the prosecution got to speak with her,
Right. Prosecutors.
or like yeah, so they like examined her,
Right.
and then they got this information, so now they're coming out saying like, man, she might be like going back on what she said originally.
Yeah.
Whatever it was that she said,
Yeah.
she's going back on it now. And then like they're saying like the next day was supposed to be like the defense was cross-examining her.
Yeah.
So I was like, holy fuck, that'll bring out a lot, because if she slipped up now and has fucked up,
Yeah.
the defense is
We'll
gonna
bring
fucking
some shit out of her.
hang her out to dry and be like,
Yeah.
yo, what the fuck, like you fucking
You
said this
testified.
fucking shit,
Yeah.
whereas the prosecution might notice it and be like, and then avoid it, right?
Yeah.
But the defense is gonna be like, fuck you
All
fucking
over
said that
it,
before, and now
yeah.
you're saying this.
Yeah.
And like, but the thing is, that was a couple days ago, and I still don't know what happened from that.
Yeah.
But then now they're saying like, the other thing too, I found this funny, that like there was gunshot residue found on Tori and on the girl that he was with,
Yeah.
but not on Tori's driver.
Hmm.
And I'm like, so?
Yeah,
I was like,
like,
what the
what?
fuck? And like,
They'd
who
be in
cares
the
about
back
him?
or
neighbor
something.
either.
Right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
like,
exactly.
why?
Yeah. Fuck his
Yeah.
mom's dog. No gunshot
Like
residue.
what?
But the other thing is I thought he was driving a car. Like, I thought that they were in a car together, if not when it happened,
Yeah.
after it happened.
Right.
And I thought he was
He was
driving
driving.
the car.
Okay.
But apparently none of that ever happened. But that was like shit that I heard like right when it all happened.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
oh, they were in a car or some shit, or like, or got into a car or something.
Right.
But like, I don't know. It's so crazy because also too, from what I understand, like he was banging both of them maybe, and
Right.
this was like a love triangle. And
Okay.
she was upset about it because they were at a party together, him and
Yeah,
the other
yeah.
girl, or something. And then like, I don't know. It was
Crazy.
self-defense.
Yeah, yeah. Shit.
Drama.
Shit. It's definitely a little crazy.
Amber Heard.
Amber Heard, yeah, it's funny because I'm like, man, I keep seeing about this court case. I'm like, wonder what else is going on. You know, like,
Yeah.
because even with the Amber Heard thing, it was like,
We need a new celebrity
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
domestic dispute.
Yeah.
And it like
Create
feel like it took
distraction.
so long. Oh man, actually, there was a thing in apparently in New York, the LA or the NYPD had like an evidence thing fucking burnt up.
Yeah.
There was like a whole bunch of like DNA and stuff.
Over
and,
30
like,
years worth of evidence or something. Yeah, I saw
Inside
that.
job.
Yeah.
Shit, man, that's crazy.
Yeah,
though.
that's
Someone was
crazy.
about to go down who didn't want to.
Yeah.
Man, for real, like, that's weird.
Yeah, it is weird. I saw something too with that aquarium
Oh,
in
yeah.
Berlin.
1 million gallons of water and 1,500
Yo, yeah, Shannon told me about this,
tropical fish.
Yeah.
That's wild,
In
eh?
a hotel too.
And it just like randomly fucking exploded, or like just
What do you have a fucking...
some?
sorry.
I don't know what happened to make it burst, but yeah, it just fell apart.
because it'd
yeah.
been there like a long time, right? Like,
Yeah. So that's
What
probably
do you
just
have
it. over
that
time.
for?
Eh?
Why do you have it?
The aquarium.
1
Yeah.
million
Yeah,
gallons.
it's huge.
Look
Just
at-
huge.
Have you
Hey,
seen,
wait.
you've seen the picture of it, right?
Yeah. Okay, look.
I wish there was video of
a
it.
gallon of water weighs 10 pounds. Oh, I was going to do the math. That's 10 million pounds.
Imagine that coming down. Well, you
And it
wouldn't
was
even
made out of
imagine.
glass.
Yeah. Just a big.
And don't get me
fucking-
wrong, there is like,
It's
there
not 10
like,
million pounds of glass.
no, the water weighs 10 million pounds.
Right.
But I'm saying there is like it's just glass holding it there,
Mhm.
right? You know what I mean? And then I said, don't get me wrong, like you go on the CN Tower, they have the glass floor thing you can look through. And then on the way down, they're like, oh, it can hold like fucking 7 million fucking dinosaurs on it or whatever, you know? And it's like, oh, well, you should have told me that whenever I was up there. I would have
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
danced on it, right? So, like, don't get me wrong. I know the glass can be strong in thickness
It's the
and then
span of
still
that.
have, like, you can see through it and stuff. But, like, there's got to be a point where you drain this thing and replace the glass. Or, like,
Yeah,
not
how do
have
you
a
clean that?
million gallon
Yeah.
fucking thing. Like,
Yeah.
can we just tone it down to like 250,000
Yeah,
gallons?
yeah.
Like shit. Because also imagine how much
Well,
water.
now we know, right? Like, how do you know what the limit is?
There's
until
the
you reach it,
threshold.
right?
Yeah.
All right, I think 990,000 is the fucking cut her down, boys. Yeah,
Yeah,
Fuck.
crazy though.
that's wild. But yeah, because why? I wonder if
Yeah.
there was people around when it happened.
Yeah,
Apparently,
man,
2
like,
people got injured, or did someone die? I think someone
I
got
don't know,
injured.
you'd think a few people would. Like, that's a lot of
I
water.
don't know.
Imagine-
It
Come
happened
out
like
and
in the middle.
crush
Like it didn't happen when this place was like
They just got bit by fish.
some mad fish who just hamming
I'm
his
outta
head
here.
against the side for
Nemo.
like as long as you can
Yeah.
think of. Eventually, you got through.
Yeah.
Fucking
So
we're
it's-
free, boys.
Yeah,
They all died.
those crazy tropical fish,
Yeah.
man, every time, every fucking time.
But speaking of all that, though, did you want to show that one video that you sent Jonesy earlier, or was that just for the moment?
What's that?
The one video.
Oh yeah,
of
the
another
video.
thing?
I was like, fuck. I'm like, I was thinking of fish.
There's a video. Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
plane. They were talking about the
The
plane.
plane, yeah. You guys see the plane? The fuck? Well, you guys have seen it. We
I've seen it
watched
now. I didn't know
Watch
about
it,
it until you
though.
showed it to me.
But yeah, there was a jet, and something went wrong. He was trying to land it straight down because they can like lift off and land like straight
Yeah,
up and
yeah.
down. So he was trying to do something, and like the molecular booster.
These-
fucking-
The fighter jet
I don't know
crashed in
anything
Fort
about
Worth,
it, but-
Texas. The
Yeah.
pilot attempting
Oh,
a vertical
that's
landing
him.
at the naval base there. The plane
But
out of
yo-
control as it touches
Well,
down.
It shows the whole
Once
thing.
on the ground,
like,
the pilot's seen
after this, I
ejecting
think.
the jet
Okay,
owned
okay.
by Lockheed
But yo,
Martin. It had not
before
been
he,
delivered.
So, yeah,
before
like, he's
I thought he had already ejected at this point.
Yeah.
Right.
Me
Because look at
too.
the things
It just
open, the
nosedives
cockpit's
right
open.
there, yeah.
Yeah. It's because it thrusted or something.
Yeah, I guess he was good till there.
It sounds like it's speeding up too. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's like, yeah.
He rockets out of there, but this
Yeah.
guy's hurt, man. This guy's hurt. Look at him. Look at.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he probably hit hard for sure.
Tonight, an
He's coming
F-35B
down like this,
fighter jet
like-
has crashed in
'Cause
Fort
he's right at the
Worth,
ground, he doesn't
Texas.
have
The
enough
pilot
time to,
attempting
like-
a vertical
No
landing.
chance to
He broke a
brace.
leg or something at least.
Oh,
Like he
usually,
fucking hurt
yeah.
himself, you know.
Either way, I wonder like there's like when the pilot like does that whole emergency eject, does that like automatically like because they like I said the engines sound like they're on and like
Yeah, he probably had no way to.
Well, no, so it was malfunctioning or some shit, right?
right, but like
So,
does it
but-
like did what happened? Like did someone have to run up to that fucking plane and jump in?
Yeah.
and
Oh,
shut
to
off?
stop
Like,
it.
right,
Sorry,
like-
sorry. I thought you were talking
And,
because it was like and like the jets were like thrusting or whatever.
Yeah.
I thought you meant because of that, like
But, like,
because he
after,
ejected.
though,
No,
right?
yeah.
Like-
How do you stop it? Basically, fucking. I was thinking of that. I'm like, they're gonna have to shoot it. I was like, get the anti-aircraft machine
Yeah.
and fucking
Shoot
shoot
it from a
this thing.
distance,
Like,
yeah.
but
that
really
thing
though,
down.
it's like whenever someone falls off the Segway and the Segway fucking spins
Just
around and
keeps
shit,
going,
someone's got to
yeah.
grab it, right? So I mean, Segway and a jet are different, but
just a
it's the
little.
same idea. Or like someone's like on a fucking a wheeler
Yeah.
or like something, right?
Maybe
And you're
the
like, how do
seat-
you get on it? Like,
Maybe when he ejects like that, it's like on a snowmobile or like
True
a,
It's like a
that. kill
it's
switch,
one
yeah.
of the
yeah,
kill
it
switch, yeah.
should.
Yeah, it
I
should for
fucking hope
sure.
so,
Yeah, there's
because,
no more
yeah.
pilot. That thing should just be shut off.
Yeah, because even too, imagine you're like flying through the air and it's like, oh, it's all fucked up, but it's
Yeah.
like something's wrong. So part of it's moving, the other part's not. It's spinning, it's doing
Yeah.
something. It's gone on some fucking awful trajectory. Then you jump out of it and it's like everything shuts off and sort of, oh, maybe falls down or something.
Yeah.
Like it might save a life or two. I don't know.
What's either way, it's going down, right?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
But I mean, like, but the thing is like, so like, regardless, okay, maybe it doesn't matter in the air, but obviously in this situation it does.
yeah.
So you know what I mean? It would be best if, yeah, whenever they shoot out, everything stops,
kill
right?
switch. Yeah.
But it didn't seem like there was. Maybe also too. Maybe it takes a little bit to like wind down, but
yeah, true.
yeah,
It
I was
didn't
I was
seem
waiting for
it
like the big
was.
explosion the first time. There was like all that smoke or
Played
whatever.
too
I
much
was like, oh shit.
GTA.
Blow
yeah.
up.
Well, and like I said, I see the fucking things already open.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, he already ejected, and I'm like, that's crazy that it's like going down so smoothly, you know.
Yeah.
And then it bounces and goes like this and smashes, and I was like, oh yeah, crazy. And then he's just like phew, and shoots out. I'm like,
I'm out.
oh, he was still in there. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that's why he came down so nice, is because he was actually fucking like flying the bitch.
Landing.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, crazy man. That's crazy stuff. Shit.
yeah. I want a jet though.
Yeah. Fucking right.
Yo, did you hear about the? Did we talk
Gotta
about
get
this?
onto a
coming.
Mr. Beast
Santa's
video.
coming.
Did we
man.
already talk? What's that?
I said you just gotta get onto a Mr. Beast video.
Yeah.
You just gotta hold your hand on it.
And he'll pay the fucking taxes for it. But no, I want like a fighter jet.
Oh, right.
Did you hear
okay.
about the guy? Did we talk about this already? The Pepsi guy with the fighter jet?
I don't.
We didn't get it. I saw it on like I've seen the Netflix.
yeah,
thing.
man. Did
Did he actually? I never watched.
Do you
it to
guys
the end, though.
remember the Pepsi fucking?
I don't remember those
points. No.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
have some of them at home, man.
Yeah.
You get the rubber under the cap,
Under the lid. Yeah.
and there'd be a point or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then there was the 2 liters had 2, I think, and then you got 5 on a 12-pack, I think, and 10 on a 2-4.
Yeah.
And my grandma and my uncle drank a lot of Pepsi, so they cut them out and then split them up with us.
Oh,
all,
yeah,
like
yeah.
divvy them. And,
So did you watch to the end of this documentary?
I want to say I did, but now that you're,
So did he
but
get it?
I don't. That's it. Is I don't remember if you got the jet, so I don't think I did watch.
I didn't
but
watch
I think
it all
I
either.
did. I feel like I watched it.
I
all.
think I watched the first few episodes and I got into doing something else, and I just never.
I'm gonna check and see if I watched it, but
Yeah, I haven't
I thought
watched
I
it.
did.
Because
But
yeah, it was like a million
but I don't
million
remember.
points or whatever.
yeah. Oh wait.
Crazy.
Fuck, I forget how it works.
I feel like they wouldn't make a documentary about it if he didn't get his jet.
I
right?
think I can't remember.
Yeah.
I honestly think I did watch it and I just forget. But I almost want to say that they
that's
they
pretty
like
funny
gave
though.
him
Like on
money or
their
something
part,
because
like,
they couldn't decommission the jet in time or something, or like
Oh, yeah,
I don't know,
yeah.
because they had to take the like military shit out of it or something.
yeah, there's
Right.
like no laws to say that you can't actually own any like a jet,
a jet. Yeah.
just as long as it doesn't have any sort of like
combat weaponry.
right,
on it.
exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's nuts to think that like they didn't put any fine print or anything in this commercial. They literally
Yeah.
But they
just
did.
said,
They
like,
did in the Canada one.
right. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
okay.
Well, it might have been because of the situation, but I think I
was
assume
done
they
afterwards,
came
yeah,
out
yeah.
like.
so
Whoa!
funny.
I just put did the guy, and obviously it's because we're talking about it. Did the guy get the Pepsi jet?
No way.
Yeah.
Fuck off. You had to have like looked
Yeah.
at that earlier.
No,
Did the
I swear to
guy.
God, I just put did the guy, and it
I'm
says,
gonna do the same thing right now and see.
and
what
then the
results I
second one
get.
is did
We're
the
gonna
guy
do it.
from Black Panther? So it's like
Oh,
that goes like way back in my mind.
yeah, that's wild.
It's the second one on mine.
What?
The first one is
What
did
is
the
it?
guy from.
You could see that people would probably be.
I
like,
guess yeah, but did the guy and like how the fuck, like that's mad coincidental right there. Because
Yeah,
did the
mine's
guy could be
second.
that could be anything.
Oh.
Did the guy shit his pants? What? Who knows? Fucking Google knows because we were just talking about it. Yeah, the second
No
thing on
way.
my did he get it?
No, mine's fourth on my list.
Says no, John was unsuccessful in court. The case,
Of course.
which became known as the Pepsi Points case, was presided over by Judge Kimba Wood, whilst Leonard.
Did he get
John
like
Leonard,
a cash equivalent?
No, it says, listen, whilst John Leonard claimed that he was entitled to a Harrier jet as there was no disclaimer on the advert, Wood found in favor of PepsiCo.
Yeah, because they fucking paid for that shit.
Fucking right. Sucks though too, because like I had like a bunch of investors and shit in it, and like fucking. Then there was like a thing at the end where like he's like, man, like fuck, I don't think it's gonna work. Like they were gonna pay like millions of dollars to have people like go and get the points, cut the points. So they're gonna have people to cut them out. They're gonna have people to drive the trucks, to drive the Pepsi to the fucking warehouses
they had, like, a whole
that they're
plan,
renting.
right?
Like,
Yeah.
But it was gonna cost like $14 million or some shit, right? But then the thing is then like not long later they came out with a thing. Pepsi came out and said, you can, like, you have to have the points to get these products, right? But you could send 1 point in, as long as you have one Pepsi point, you could pay the rest of them in cash.
Oh yeah.
But each one was like 10 cents a point or something, right?
Right.
So he does the math. He goes, we could
You
have
just
it for
buy
$3 million. And he's like,
buy
what
a
the
million
fuck?
points.
Like, yeah.
That's wild.
And then like the thing is how he had to get the people to get the money was he was like, the question is what do you do with this jet once you have it?
Yeah.
How do you get the money out of it? And it's like, man, you
Just
offer rides and you fucking
Yeah.
do
Or
this shit.
you
You
could
bring it
just
to
sell it.
events
Like,
and
you could
show
just-
it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
who's buying a fucking jet?
Yeah.
I'm
for
sure
real.
there's got to be.
It's like-
so this is the question, right? Going back, and again, I don't know why it always comes back to Mr. Beast and like giving people jets
Yeah,
and planes
yeah.
and shit. A lot of people like have that criticism against him, right? He'll buy them houses or whatever. Or like a private island for argument's sake. Who
Yeah.
the fuck? And he actually said on one of his
He pays the fucking the taxes on that shit too.
right. So, but he said on the one of the podcasts he was on today about how, or he wasn't on it today, but I watched it today.
Funny that you watch it because I was watching it today too.
So he's saying you could buy like a nice private island with like a beautiful place, but it's like 10, 14, 15 million dollars plus, like minimum you're looking at least $10 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? But there's other ones out there that are smaller, like shitty islands that really nobody wants to live on. Right?
They're
There's just like a bunch of rocks and trees, and it's
yeah.
like, you know, but you can still buy them, but they're like $800K or,
Probably
you
can't
know,
even build
less
on
than $1
them
million
either.
bucks, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, well, fucking we'll do that.
Yeah.
And then he's like, he pays the money to ship in like nice sand and like
Oh, yeah, that
builds
one.
like a
I
little
just
shack or whatever.
I actually just watched.
wild.
So like today, if you watch his like or anything on YouTube, you watch something that goes on to another video, right?
Mhm.
So I watched his new video today. When he launches the car and shit, and he squishes the Lambo and stuff.
Yeah.
So I watched that one today. Well, the next one that played was just another one of his old videos, right? But it was the one that you just said it, I think.
What?
Fuck, I've totally lost myself now.
The,
You
oh,
said
wow.
something about
The Mr. Beast.
the one. Yeah, I think you just said it, or maybe you just made me think of it. But
Private island? Do you
Yeah,
like
the
even-
private
the private island one.
shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
So I guess I looked down at my phone because usually when they start and I've seen them before, I'll switch them, right? But I looked at my phone and then I look back up and they're like bowling with the coconuts. And I was like, oh, hey, yeah, this is where Nolan loses the island or whatever, right? And then he fucking loses the island. And I was like, yeah. And I thought they were just showing the clip of him losing the island because they'll do that sometimes.
Yeah.
And like that specific clip too. And then it just kept going. And I was like, oh, this is like the actual episode. So it's funny because I actually watched that specific episode.
Yeah.
Oh, like today?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so like, is a chick ends up winning it, or is it like just a small group of like?
No, it was one of his buddies wins
Oh,
it.
okay, because I think
There was
one.
there was 4 left, and 3 of them were dudes, and one of them was a chick, and then the chick was the what got kicked off. And
Okay,
then Nolan
because
got
the one he was
lost
talking about
bowling.
was like there was some like blonde chick that like actually ended up winning the island.
Okay.
But it's like, yeah, when you've won, I don't know if he's done multiple ones of these island giveaways, but this is
Probably.
from what I remember, anyways, from what I heard. Like, yeah, who wants to buy this island? Like, It's not like your average person is gonna go out there and live on it, right?
Yeah,
They're not gonna do a vacation to it because, like I said, it's just for the most part, it's like an actually shitty island, right? Like it's not actually like a nice private island with like beautiful beaches and
like
pools
land,
and like
rock
it's like
and
it's not
shit.
nice.
Sorry, Mr. Beast.
But yeah, like, so who wants to buy that? So now you own it, cool. But like,
Oh, it's
how
Chandler.
do you put that on the market?
Yeah,
Who's looking to buy that shit?
Right.
Probably not. Apparently, she got $1 million out of it, but like,
But yeah, this one here, this specific one, like you said, he brought a whole bunch of fucking sand in. There's no fucking sand there. It wasn't beachy. It wasn't fucking whatever.
Yeah.
We brought a bunch of shit in. There's a nice dock and everything.
That's
It's
wild,
fucking
man.
beautiful.
Imagine being able to do that.
Oh, you fucking imagine how much sand you'd have to like
Yeah.
bring in. Like,
Dude.
fuck.
but that's the kind of shit like he was saying. He's like, he doesn't make money on those videos anymore.
No.
Yeah,
like he
yeah.
makes a shit ton of money, but he doesn't come out net positive on it. Like
He
he,
just
actually
takes-
loses money on those videos.
Right.
But
Well,
like,
he just takes all his money that he makes and puts so everything from YouTube goes into his next video.
Into YouTube,
And
yeah.
he's throwing away $1 million videos.
Really, eh?
yeah, he's
Or no, I think
given
it was
them. He's
half a
given
million
them like
maybe,
there was
but-
other one like I guess it was the one where he's slamming the cars into the school buses or whatever,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
rocket car or whatever. Or maybe it was
He
something.
picks up Buddy's car, man, and drops it into like 1 billion Orbeez. It's just like a big, looks like an above ground pool, but it's like fucking huge.
Yeah.
Helicopter fucking goes up like 600 feet or 550 feet or something and drops Buddy's car. But the thing is like he shows him a video of like them picking up his actual car, and he's like, oh fuck. But I guess what they did was they went and swapped it for like the same looking car.
Okay.
They drop it in, it's like all blown apart and fucked
Yeah.
up. Actually, no, your car's over there.
Yeah.
But same video, sorry.
That's
man, yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, but it's yeah. I don't even know what my point was anymore. but
Ah, sorry. man.
it's all good. I'm sure I made my point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not.
But they
not
man,
important, but
and I the thing is too is like
oh, actually, I do
Yeah.
remember the point I was going
Yeah.
to when I brought up the whole private island thing in the first place. Did I say this? I think I just said this, but yeah, like this.
oh, who do you
this
sell it
chick,
to?
Yeah, it can't
yeah,
sell.
yeah.
Like, how do you sell an island? It's like now you own, but nobody actually. It's not nice. And fuck, what millionaire is gonna be like? Oh yeah, I'll buy this
be
shitty
interested
chunk of
in
land.
that.
Fuck, you can go
investment,
there and
right?
like gamble.
I'm sure you can find ways to make money with it, I guess, but like depends where it is too, right? Like if it's
You're in
Yeah.
international waters.
Yeah.
I don't
Remember the
know.
Dave
I
Chappelle?
find-
Pirates scam.
I find a lot of those. Sorry, I didn't like.
No.
Just a lot of those videos that he does about where he like gives away ridiculous things, like a private jet, for example. Like,
Yeah.
what average person needs a fucking private jet? Where are you gonna
Yeah.
park that shit? Like,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
can't afford
yeah,
to like
yeah.
actually keep up the maintenance of
The fuel
the,
for
exactly.
it. Yeah,
Like, you
everything,
can't do that shit. So like you're forced to sell it, and then in the States, like you have to pay the taxes on it, which I'm sure like 50% or whatever. So like
Well,
Yeah.
he pays the taxes. He says. He
Yeah.
says he
Oh,
pays
for
the
real?
taxes
Okay.
on everything, and then even some of
crazy.
the shit, like he buys people houses and shit, and he'll pay the taxes, like the property taxes and shit for them, like for a while.
Yeah.
And then like the but the thing is like yeah, so what are you gonna do with a fucking jet? Like it's gonna take your life savings to go to the next city.
Yeah.
Isn't
right?
it nuts? Like
But-
that he
but-
can afford to do that shit. I'm sorry, I'm just like totally going off here, but like he can afford to do that shit through YouTube ad revenue and like merch and like all the sales and everything that he's doing. But then you've got like mega corporations that are doing like shows like fucking Survivor
Mm.
and like I don't know, Big Brother, whatever
Yeah,
these
yeah.
big shows
Those
are.
ones,
They're like,
Amazing Race,
here's
all
your
that.
here's your what?
100 grand. Or
Yeah,
something.
100
Yeah.
grand or $500,000 or whatever it is. You know what I
Million
mean?
even,
Like
yeah.
they have to go through weeks of like
Yeah.
competition and crazy shit, and they're
Yeah.
like, and they're making billions on revenue from like
The views and everything.
exactly right.
yeah.
Like that's mainstream fucking television right
Yeah,
there.
like,
Especially back in the
lots of
day,
money.
like that was the only way to
Oh, it was
consume
only-
media, right? So
yeah.
like they must have been making shit tons of money
Loads,
off of that,
man,
and then be
yeah.
like, here you go, contestant. Here's your
Yeah.
little like crumb on the side.
Yeah,
We'll
thanks
take
for
the rest.
participating,
Thanks so
yeah.
much.
But the thing is if you're winning a jet, like, because also too that jet was to be there was YouTubers winning it, but they were to give it away to somebody.
Right.
So like the one dude was giving it to like a little kid and shit like that, right?
yeah.
But like, so the thing is, to take your life savings to drive to the next or to fly to the next fucking city, right? You would have to just fill it up. Like you can't just put enough fuel in it to go somewhere.
Yeah, it's not like putting
Yeah,
$10
right.
to
Fill
get
it
down
up.
the street.
Yeah. So and then like, so the thing is yeah, it's fucked. But at the same time, like, if you have a jet that's worth $7 million, like that was just given to you, I don't think people are trying to like look for all their money out of it. You know what I mean? So then,
I
like,
guess there's ways you could
you
like
put it up, but if you just put it up and say I want $2 million for this $7 million jet that was just bought the other day,
right?
people
like,
are like, oh
massive
fuck, I'm gonna
discount.
take it. Yeah, like
sure.
I'm a billionaire, I need a new jet.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
there
Or
it
you could
is,
go
right?
to a bank, right, and put it as like collateral to something. Be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yo, I have this asset that's worth
True.
X amount of $1 million. I need a loan from the bank for $1 million right now, and they'll be like, sure. What do you want to use as collateral to that debt? Like,
And then you just die in debt.
Yeah.
Well,
On
I
a
mean, you
private
can live
jet.
off that shit, right?
You
Like, and
die in debt on a private jet.
Hey.
yeah, man, you just
Hey.
live off that shit forever, and then your collateral is right there as a jet.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get to that Mr. Beast level.
Yes, sir.
You could win $1 million.
Hey. Just being a fan.
Hit like and subscribe, and
Yeah.
we'll give you $1 million.
Yeah.
I
That's
Yo,
what it
promise.
starts
he
with.
actually said in one of his videos today, he's like, I just want everyone to know, he's like, this video isn't sponsored. So he's like, and he was giving money to everybody that day. So like people were coming and like, they had to fit all their stuff into like a circle or whatever, and he would pay for it all, right? So he was giving away like hundreds of thousands of dollars or some shit. And he's like, just remember, he's like, this video's not sponsored. He's like, we like use our own money for this and like blah 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 whatever. He's like, so I'd really appreciate it if you like and subscribe or whatever, right? And I was like, yo, I'm like, that's like a good way to go about it, because like really like at first I'm like, yeah, whatever, don't point out that you put your own money into it. Yeah, you fucking whatever, you know, like you're fucking rich.
It's like a humble
Like,
brag almost.
yeah. And then he's like, so yeah, do this thing for me, you know. It's like, hey, you know what? Fuck yeah, but I already
But
follow him,
she's
so,
like telling you
whatever.
that it's like genuine, you know. Or
Yeah,
like
yeah.
It comes from a good spot. So
I want to try his chocolate bars though.
That's it.
I bet you they taste
I
like
went to
other
try his
chocolate
Beast Burger
bars.
too, man. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if they're available in Canada.
Montreal
or
or Toronto.
not. Toronto, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like a
Well, I'm
thing.
not making the trip for that.
They
but-
sell it out of another restaurant.
Yeah, for sure. I
Mine-
think they're doing. I think they're doing locations soon. Or he's talking about
I'm not sure.
doing like actual location.
I'm trying to go there because I want to go to Toronto to go to Beast Burger, Chick-fil-A. I mean, we want to go to a basketball game and the aquarium and stuff like that too.
Make it a whole thing.
But while we're there,
yeah,
because there's Chick-fil-A in Toronto,
that's right.
and there is
Beast Burger.
Mellow Yellow at
Mellow
Chick-fil-A.
Yellow.
But yeah, Beast Burger, yeah.
Yee.
I don't know. The thing is, usually I don't eat a whole lot of shit on my food, on my burgers and stuff. So it's just like, oh, it's just another different meat patty, different bun.
Yeah, yeah, right.
That's what I'm like. How different can it be, right?
Different
Yeah.
chicken, different, yeah.
For sure.
And then I would imagine they're different in different places too, you know.
Well, apparently they provide like an ingredients like list.
Oh, yeah,
and,
no,
like,
and you
get-
packaging and shit. And, like,
Yeah, you get all the stuff. It's like McDonald's ships McDonald's fucking stuff to them or
Right,
whatever.
right.
Yeah.
But the thing is like, people are using different. Maybe these guys don't clean their grease as much. Maybe
Yeah,
these
yeah,
guys
sure,
have
yeah.
a different type of fucking grill, like,
Yeah.
because you could broil them or whatever you call it with the fucking grill and shit.
Yeah.
Or you could like put them right on a flat top.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the flat top that they cook breakfast on too. Like, I don't know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Little things that might be different. Or maybe that day they didn't have cheese, so they just threw their own cheese on it or something. You know? I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah.
But-
shit.
Any motherfucking way. Anything else, man?
I don't think I have anything else actually, other than whatever's upcoming for us. Really?
Yeah.
What
Connor's
do you-
out of jail,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Connie's out of jail.
but we don't have to touch on that. Yeah, coming up for us, we got. Oh man, I was gonna say some funny shit, but I better not. So, but yeah, no, I just want to say too. I guess we were gonna mention that in the new year we're going to be doing less shows. We're gonna do one every other week instead.
Other week, yeah.
And we thought that way we could focus a little more on the interviews we are doing, and as well as like some stuff behind the scenes.
Yeah, some extra content and stuff.
And you know, creates a little more value for us and everybody involved, all the guests and stuff too. So
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good way to say
I
it.
think it's a better way to go about it.
Yeah.
And yeah, really, this week or next week we have a friend of ours coming to talk about a trip that he did driving across the fucking North American continent.
Yeah.
Or continent.
Content. Yeah,
Continent.
that's right. It'll be our holiday special
He
too.
made content.
Yeah.
But
That'll
yeah.
be a good story.
And then, yeah, other than that, man, we're just balling out.
In the new
swagging
year,
out,
and
having
yeah,
fun. 2023, here we go.
here we come.
Now, it's funny because I thought of it the other day. I was like, I feel like now, like 2020 vision jokes
Yeah.
or like bars or whatever would work better. Because, like, at the time, like, I even remember being like, oh man, 2020, when 2020 comes, I might even use a 2020 vision bar, you know? But, like, 2020's hindsight.
Yeah.
Or my hindsight's 2020, I mean.
2020,
So
yeah.
it's like, and I know it's not the only meaning of it, but it's like hindsight's 2020. So it's like, oh, 2020 was 2 years ago or
Right,
whatever,
looking-
right? So
looking
it's like,
back on
oh,
it,
like
yeah.
hindsight.
you look back.
Maybe that's a totally different joke altogether, and I just gave it away. Wow.
Needs workshopping, but you'll
Yeah,
get there.
oh, for sure, yeah.
Shit, eh?
All right, well, that's it. This train's fucking rolling into the fucking whatever you call it,
The old station.
the station.
The
There we go.
old
Yeah.
station.
And we're just gonna rest right here for another week.
Right.
It's a gang thing. You already know what it is.
We'll
Thanks
be
for
right here.
humoring us and hanging out, even though we
Yeah.
don't have one of your fancy friends with us. Shit. Well, I'm Star Prophet.
I'm B-Show.
And I'm Jonesy.
Together with the Basement Weirdos, that was us telling you to subscribe, and this is episode 209.
Yes,
Correct.
sir.
Holy fuck. 210 next week. See you there.
Holiday
December 16th.
episode.
Gang, gang. Peace, everybody.
Catch y'all then.
Right.